All right, let's talk about something that could genuinely change your life in the classroom, generative AI. We're going to cut through all the noise and really look at how this technology can become your own practical, superpowered teaching assistant.
If you're a teacher, this probably feels familiar, right? I mean, you're constantly juggling. You've got to create amazing lessons, but then there's this mountain of paperwork and admin, all while you're trying to give every single student what they need. It's a lot. It can leave you feeling totally burned out.
But what if you had a little help? And I'm not talking about a replacement, but a true partner. A teaching assistant that could take on some of that heavy lifting, freeing you up to do what you do best, teach. Well, that's the promise of generative AI. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll properly introduce your new AI assistant. Then, we'll get into how to talk to it. After that, we'll see how to put a tool like Gemini to work in the classroom, cover how to use it responsibly, which is key, and finally, get you started on your very own AI journey.
Okay, so let's dive right in and pull back the curtain on these tools. We're going to demystify them so you can see how they can actually transform the way you teach.
So what even is generative AI? Well, at its heart, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's a type of AI that doesn't just process information, it actually creates brand new stuff. We're talking text, images, maybe even a whole new grading rubric for that project you've been planning. It generates original content from scratch.
Now, it's really helpful to know about two key tools here. First, there's Gemini. Think of Gemini as your creative brainstorming buddy. It's your go-to for sparking new ideas, drafting lesson plans, you name it. Then you have Notebook LM, which is a bit different. It's more of a specialist. It works directly with your documents, your notes, helping you make sense of the materials you already have.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this sounds complicated, but here's the best part. It's not about learning to code or anything like that. It's really just about mastering one simple skill that unlocks everything.
You know, this quote just nails it. It's really that simple. It's a conversation. You just ask for what you want, and it gives you a response. It feels a lot less like you're programming a computer, and a lot more like you're talking to a really, really helpful assistant.
And that whole conversation really just breaks down into a super simple 3-step cycle. First, you write a clear prompt. That's just your request. Step 2, you check out what it gives you. Is it any good? Is it what you needed? And step 3, you tweak and refine your request. It's a back and forth until you get it just right.
All right, this is where the rubber meets the road. Let's move past the theory and talk about how this tool can create some actual magic in your classroom.
So what can it really do for you? Well, it pretty much boils down to 3 huge things. It saves you a ton of time, it helps you personalize learning for every single student, and it's an amazing partner for getting creative with your lessons. First step, saving time. We'd all need more of it, right? So picture this. You've got a field trip coming up, and you need to email the parents. Instead of staring at a blank page, you just ask the AI to draft an email with all the key details. Date, time, cost, you know the drill. And boom, in seconds, you've got a draft ready to go. That's time you just got back. Next up, personalization, and this is a total game changer. Let's say you find an awesome article on the solar system, but it's way too advanced for some of your students. You can literally ask an AI assistant to rewrite it at 3 different reading levels. Instantly, you've got differentiated materials for everyone. You can even have it create different questions for each version. It's incredible. And last, but definitely not least, creativity. Let's be honest, sometimes the well runs dry. Well, think of AI as your creative partner. You could ask it, hey, give me 5 fun ways to kick off a lesson on the water cycle for my 4th graders. It might come back with a story from the perspective of a raindrop or a script for a little skit. It's an amazing way to shake things up and find new ideas. Okay, this is super important. With a tool this powerful, we have to talk about using it responsibly. Thinking about this stuff from the get-go is the key to making sure it's a positive force in your classroom. Here's the bottom line. You are always the pilot. You're the expert in the classroom. Your job is to look at anything the AI creates with a critical eye. Is it accurate? Is it appropriate for your kids? You're using it as a tool, and you're the one upholding the high standards of your profession. Whew! Okay, we have covered a ton. So let's bring it all together, talk about the main takeaways, and figure out where you can go from here. So if you remember nothing else, remember these 4 things. 1, generative AI is a content creator. 2, prompting, how you ask for things. That's the skill you want to build. 3, a tool like Gemini can be an absolutely invaluable teaching assistant. And 4, using it responsibly is everything. And look, this is just the beginning. The journey doesn't stop here.
The Google for Education course that this is all based on is just packed with resources and hands-on exercises to help you keep learning and get really comfortable with these tools.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Now that you've seen what's possible, what's the first thing you're excited to create with your new AI assistant? Is it a reading passage for different levels? That email to parents? Or maybe a wild new project to get your students excited? The potential is just sitting there, waiting for you to explore.